Can somebody signal me when we're live? Hello, hello. Welcome to the first London Conscious Life Expo conference. We are going to be streaming live to the world today and having some simulcasts from Los Angeles, where there's also a festival happening today. And we have a really incredible lineup of speakers and presenters, bridging science and spirituality. So I would now like to introduce the beautiful presenters who are going to be part of the opening ceremony. Marilyn Devonish, she is going to be our MC throughout the entire weekend. So we're very grateful to have her here. She's going to be the one keeping the thread of continuity through the entire event. And we've got Anne Giersch, who's going to share a meditation with us, and Tracy Ash, who is fresh in from the pyramids in the beautiful ancient land of Egypt. And she's going to bring some very special energy here for us today. And after that, we're going to move into a panel on parapsychology and human potential. And you'll hear more about that in a few minutes from Marilyn after we finish the opening ceremony. So I'm just going to play this bell for a moment just to set the tone. So close your eyes and take a nice deep breath and just tune into all the possibilities that are open to you in your life as we move into the next new phase. Thank you. And now I'd like to pass it to Marilyn.
Well, good afternoon all, and welcome to what will be an absolutely incredible 3 days. And hello to all of you around the world. It's absolutely wonderful to have you here. And this opening ceremony is really to start setting the energy and the intention for the rest of today and the entire weekend. You'll be hearing from a vast array of incredible speakers from around the globe. We have some of them here in the room already, and Dr. Michael Beckwith will be beaming in live, so we'll be doing a simulcast at the end of today. Yasmin Boland talking about moonology. You've got people like Lynn McTaggart, The Power of Eight, Malcolm Stern, who's been around for 30 years. I think of him as one of the godfathers of this whole industry. And I'm really, really excited to take you through this whole event. So thank you for joining us. Without further ado, we're going to go to, I believe we're going to Tracy Ash first. Is that correct? Or are we doing Anne first?
Okay, no.
Okay, Anne. So Anne, over to you for setting the scene. And I'll do a proper intro for you when you do your segment. So, but for now, hand it over to you.
Okay, so I'm going to be looking at the future of the world. Now, every day you hear doom and gloom, and as an editor of a newspaper said to me, can you hear me better now? Is that better? Is that working?
It's on.
Okay. A newspaper editor said to me, good news doesn't sell newspapers, and that is one of the major problems today. Every day you hear doom and gloom, the planet's doomed. But, you know, your ancestors had this belief that it was all in the lap of the gods. It's up to the gods. But we now know that we can shape the future with intention and what we do physically. And sometimes it's only small changes that need to happen to change the world. And so what I want to do is just take you on we've got a packed program. So this is a short meditation.
But I want to take you forward just to look at the world in 50 years' time on the best possible future for the world if we make all the right moves. And you know the Maharishi effect. It only takes 1% of the population in order to create a different consciousness. You already know that. And so just individuals suddenly breaking away from the negativity we're hearing and maybe planting a few trees or traveling less or whatever it takes can create a massive effect. And over a 50-year period, I believe we can have an amazing, clean, happy world. I might be a bit Pollyanna, but I do believe this. So I just want you to relax and close your eyes and just focus on your breathing. And as you focus on your breathing, think of a time that you were really relaxed. Remember where you were. Remember what you were doing. Remember how you felt. And feel twice as relaxed as you did then. And twice as relaxed again. And as you sit there relaxing, just imagine you're feeling lighter and lighter and lighter. And just imagine you're floating upwards, up and up into the air, up and up through the clouds, up and up through the atmosphere, up and up until you're looking down on the earth. And as you look down on the earth, just get a sense of how it is in 50 years' time on our present path. Just take what comes to you. How's the environment? Is there any parts of the world that you're drawn to? How are the people? How's the world economy? Has there been any breakthroughs? I just want you to focus on one important question. What could we have done differently in that 50 years? And just float down into that earth and look around. And just know there is a better way. And just float back out, back above the clouds, back out beyond the atmosphere, back out until you're looking down on the earth. But this time when you look down on the earth, it's the best possible future for our world. What do you sense is different? What have we done differently? How is the environment in our best future? The important part. want you to focus on what you need to do right now to create that better future. What is your own personal mission? Be aware what the people need to know right now, your own message for the world right now that will make such a big difference in the future. I just want you to feel what it feels like to be fulfilling your mission, your own personal journey, the part you have to play. Feel what it feels like. What is the first step you will take? And just let the energy of your mission flow through you. Float back down into your present time, all the way back to your present time, keeping that energy with you. And when you're ready, take a deep breath and open your eyes. I have a longer version of this on my website, anjersh.com. You're welcome to download it. It's a free download, and I'd love your feedback. What is your mission? What is the message for the world? Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Anne. That was absolutely incredible. I have a microphone here, so it should be on. That was amazing. Thank you so much. And I definitely heard a few songs because I often, when I'm coaching, I hear in music. And one of them was I saw some blinds, and it was Robin Thicke, Blurred Lines, and Johnny Cash, Walk the Line. And there was a whole piece around peace, tolerance, and balance. And in terms of kind of where the world is kind of at now, the vision I got was a kind of a shaft of sunlight, and you can be in the light or in the shadows, and it's a matter of choice. So it was really interesting. Thank you so much. That was amazing. So next we're going to hand it over to Tracy Ash, who's going to take us through another process, and then I will close with a few Huna symbols just to kind of really set the energy of today. So over to you.
Thank you. I really want to set the tone in terms of science and genius and spirituality and metaphysics, so that we step into the genius and we step into the miracles that the world needs today so much. I am part of the Conscious Life family. I love Conscious Life. I am a regular speaker in Los Angeles. Thank you so much for bringing Conscious Life to London. It is exactly what the UK needs today. For each one of you here, this is about us gathering our minds, our hearts, our energies, our consciousness, our intelligence, our imaginations, our creativity, our lineages, our histories, our cultures, to generate a future that can be handed over to the next generations. This part is extremely important as we move into positions as elders. So as speakers, we have a responsibility to what we share across the globe. And there is a calling of all of us in our communities at this time, whatever our roles and whatever our legacy of wisdom and intelligence, whether it may be spirituality or science. The worlds always merge when we are connected to God. So I am a channel, but I'm also an entrepreneur and a grassroots activist. We are coming together in heart and in mind, in hearts and minds as individuals, as communities, and as nations across the world. So I welcome each and every one of you. I'm going to lead you through a form of meditation that will speak to you personally. I'm a metaphysician, and therefore the work is not generic. It speaks to you in terms of your own personal journey, and it speaks to you in terms of who you are, what your mission is on the planet, how we ground the dreams, how we ground our imagination, our wishes, our desires to see our world in a better place and in a better state, so we can turn the keys of time. So this is the awakening. And of course, the timeline has been put on pause, right? So we must reset. And this is what is happening across every community and in every role in our society. So this is the renaissance that we have been waiting for. This is the dream of spirituality. This is the dream of ethics and values being placed at the heart of our communities. This is the time to be set free. Now, what is incredibly interesting during these times is that we need meditation. We need the uniqueness of individuals. We need the connection that mission and destiny and purpose brings. These all bring genius and metaphysics to the heart of our lives without necessarily meditating, because we're translating the quantum into every molecule of our existence, right? And that's when we become impactful without necessarily the language of spirituality, which of course is limiting in itself, or the language of science, which also can be limiting in itself. So we transcend everything because the presence of who we are, the energy, the light, the passion, the inspiration of who we are lends itself to being felt and is a tangible presence in terms of our existence. We smile, we shine, we give, we love, we share, we cry. Everything is about the joy of our existence. And that is our resource and our strength to step over the limitations, to step over the orchestration, and to step over the digital technologies that are indeed making our worlds small. Okay, so here we go. Take a breath. In my work, we go in, because this is where the miracle needs to take place. May you be blessed with all possibilities, with all timelines, with all intelligence, with all solutions, with awareness of your mission. This is intrinsic to your dreams. And may we anchor down the alignment through the crown, the heart, and the feet. These are your 3 core points. And receive the first activation. May you be blessed to truly know yourself, to honor your greatest intelligence, to honor your greatest compassion, to know that your dreams can go live and be manifest. Each one of you is so much needed during these times. You turn the key of time, and you turn the keys in terms of your families and your communities. Each one of us is the light that needs to be seen in the world. We are one. And may each one of you build, grow, strengthen your connection, your resource, imagination, intelligence, love, communities. May we transcend all limitations. May we step through illusion. May we drop attachments to social programs. And may we find the perspective within ourselves so we can build and manifest our greatest dreams on earth. And may we hand that over to the future generations. We are building a new community. We are building new earth. Push down through your feet. And open your eyes. I believe that all of the work of spirituality should be translated into our lives. So on a quantum level, the intelligence is being generated through the vibration of our thoughts and our feelings and the words that we use. So it takes us beyond gathering information so that we can become genuine alchemists of dreams in the world that we live in today. Thank you all so much.
I was just about to burst into a round of applause. Oh, thank you so much. That was absolutely beautiful, wonderful. And I'm just going to do a very quick, just a minute or two in one of my favorite modalities. And I use about 20 different modalities. This one is called HUNA, H-U-N-A, and it's always right up there in terms of client favorites. And I've been doing it online since 2005. So whether you're watching this live or you might be watching it as the live stream or even listening to it as a recording, you can still get the energy of that. And it centers around the breath. And so I'm going to be just putting some symbols into our energetic space, both here in our physical space and also globally in terms of where we all are around the world. So I'm going to start with a couple of what we call the HUNA ha breaths. So you breathe in through the nose, you breathe out through the mouth, and you make a ha sound. So it sounds a bit like. So we're going to do about 30 seconds of the ha breath, and then I'll just do a few symbols just to get the energy moving, set the intention for the day, And then we'll begin with the main part of the program. So you can do it eyes open or eyes closed. I actually like eyes closed because you just close out the distractions around you, but absolutely up to you. So we just do 3 or 4 ha breaths, and you can breathe at your own rate and pace. So in through the nose, out through the mouth, and make a ha sound. Then one more ha breath. And then you can just return to your regular breathing. And with the symbols, you draw them on the breath and you deliver them on the breath. So I'll just choose a few that feel right for the environment that we're in today. And then just take a deep breath in and exhale. And if you've had your eyes closed, you can now gently open your eyes.
Wow, we.
Well, right back at you. Whew, wonderful. Well, that was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Anne. Thank you, Tracy. That was just beautiful. I look forward to hearing more from you over the next few days. And thank you all for participating and partaking in the energy. Thank you. Oh, you're allowed to clap. You're wonderful. And actually, while we're resetting, would you like me to do a quick overview of the entire schedule for the weekend so people have a sense of their